Hello everyone, my name is Kosta and I'm the co-founder of BuddyGuard, a pet sitting marketplace aiming to connect pet owners with verified pet sitters. We are born in Bulgaria, but we are raising our child in Central and Eastern Europe. Picture this, you're off on a trip and the worry about leaving your pet behind bothers you. It's 10 p.m. and you're flying after 3 days. And suddenly you receive a message from the person who you found on a Facebook group who was going to take care of your pet. Then you start asking friends, but they're like, yeah, sure, I'll take care of it, but I can't in these specific dates. And the other options are of course, pet kennels. The problem with them is that they are fully booked and really hard to handle. So, in regards to the market gap, our key point is that there are a couple of marketplaces already in Europe, but the key factor is that they are not solving the #1 problem which every pet owner has, and it's trust. Because after all, you're giving yourself the option to use a pet sitter who you don't even know. And depending on the situation, you might as well use it so that he can go in your house, and the other option is for the pet sitter to take the pet at his own house. So what we did is we created this seamless marketplace which not only connects pet owners with verified pet sitters, but we also train the pet sitters themselves. This means that we have automated training which complies with hygiene, safety standards, and also communication skills. This is a high point differentiator between us and the other competitors. Yeah. And the other features which we have is, of course, the easy matchmaking, which is with an integrated AI agent. And this means that if you're a pet owner and you want to find a reliable sitter based on location, availability, and pricing, you just go, ask Buddy, and in a matter of seconds, you find your perfect sitter. The other options, of course, are the secure payments, which are fully integrated within our mobile app and website. And last but not least, we have an integrated chat system, which is available once the booking is made, so that we can have real-time updates during the visits, which are including photos and videos. In regards to the pet parent journey, everyone creates his own profile and also adds information about his own pet. The key thing here is that every pet has its own characteristics, and based on them, you go to the search filter, and based on location, availability, and actually the service which you want to use, you find the perfect sitter, and after that, you book your pet's next best friend. In regards to the business, we are looking to capture more than 160 million in the next 4 years, tapping more than 45 pet-owning households in Central and Eastern Europe. Currently, we are taking 25% commission from pet sitters and pet owners in total, and the average fee which we are taking currently is €35. Where are we now? So far, in the last year, we have generated more than €100,000 with more than 600 bookings in total, and we currently have more than 205,000 pet owners registered in the company. In regards to the market size, we are on a monthly growth rate in the past 3 months with over 30%, and we have more than 80% in repeat customer count, which means that once a pet owner makes a booking, in the next 60 days he repeats the whole count. And in regards to the feedback, we have more than 100 5-star reviews. You can see them in our social media. In regards to the competition, of course we have worldwide competitors, but the key factor here is that we are more concentrated in the actual training of the pet sitters, because as I said, trustworthy and safety is the best possible thing when it comes to marketplaces. Of course, our team is a blend of professionals, every one of which has its own experience in finance, sales, marketplace, and pet care, but the key factor which is combining us is the fact that we all love pets, we are pet owners, and we see this business not only as pet sitters, but also as pet owners. That's why we are making all these efficient features. Our ask, we are looking to raise €250,000 in order to scale in Hungary, scale our sitter acquisition to 1,200 people, and reach gross market value of 300,000 in the next 12 months. My name is Kostadin, and if you want, let's reshape the future of pet care together. Thank you.
What sort of runway with 250,000 euros given? So what are you planning to deploy the cash to? And do you expect to have to raise soon? And if so, what sort of timelines?
Yeah, thank you for the question. So the runway is 12 months, and in these 12 months, we will be using the funds first to, after I'll popularize the platform, because currently, I didn't mention that, but we are on a zero budget when it comes to marketing, and everything happened from mouth to mouth and with the partnerships which we have in Bulgaria. So currently, we will be scaling through marketing, which is not only direct, but also distributed by providing merch to our pet sitters, who are our main company advocates, because they go to the parks and they spontaneously talk with pet owners, and as micro entrepreneurs provide their services through the platform. They have specialized flyers with their personal QR codes, so that people can go and directly book them seamlessly in a matter of seconds, and they see the person. This is one of the factors. Yep. The other thing which we are looking to scale is, of course, the team, because by scaling in Hungary, we have people on the ground in Hungary as well. So marketing team, and of course the features which we want to further scale in regards to software.
So the human resources are mostly marketing. Marketing.
Well, the whole thing is that we have automated a lot of things in regards to the training. So the human part is not that big of a
Okay, so personally I'm not a pet owner, but the rest of my family are. Guinea pigs, mainly. This service is something which I just see as a need in our own household. But what puzzles me is, are you ambitious enough? There's 250,000 for what you're doing. That is kind of a small amount. But why restricted to Bulgaria and Hungary? Why is the UK not on the list of targets? Why is it not in Malta? What's the barrier to entry? My background is internationalisation. I don't see why you're stuck in two countries.
Great question. The fact that we're scaling country by country is the fact that we don't want to scale too fast, because then the quality of the pet sitters will drastically drop down. And the key factor between the platform which we are currently doing and the worldwide platforms like Rover.com is the fact that they scale too fast, but they don't receive any like quality assurance from the pet owners. They don't receive good feedback only because they want to scale too fast. They want to have 1 million pet sitters, but they don't provide the trainings. They don't provide anything constructive rather than just scaling the marketplace. And this is the thing which we want to make different, because we prefer to scale a little bit slower, but to do it better.
But if your training is automated using AI, why can't you scale that?
Well, actually, Bulgaria is quite a small market, but compared to Hungary, Hungary is 3 times better. And when we talk about market size, given the fact that we're currently only bootstrapping, and this is the first financial campaign which we are currently starting, I think that we should at least go in one other country so that we can make the product market fit and see if it works actually this way. So,
to be fair, multiple businesses I've been involved in where they've been scaling internationally, they often start with one country, let's do it somewhere else, and then they grow from there. So it's not a bad idea.
Now, one question and one consideration. The question: how are you planning to keep competitors away, to keep ahead of competition? Because if you go back to the competitors slide, you see there are. I see one of them that there is only insurance coverage, basically. The other one is only two processes compared to your business. So they don't seem, on paper, they don't seem too far from you. So how are you going to protect your position?
Great question. Actually, if I may, I can talk a little bit more about the competitors which I selected, because if we take Bedbacker, they're a worldwide company which directly puts its app and website worldwide. They don't do country by country as we do, but they don't have the insurance and healthcare. Their main priority is to be worldwide, and they don't have any additional, let's say, value proposition compared when it comes to pet owners. And Rover is the biggest company when it comes to pet sitting. They're currently in the US and in Western Europe, which means that if we are fast enough, we'll be able to cover Central and Eastern Europe before that, because as a small company, we can make pivoting and make changes more fast than them. And when it comes to trusted house sitters, they have a completely different business model, because they are something like couch surfing. You as a pet owner go to Italy, for example, and you take care of cats and dogs there without giving extra money for the housing. So their point is not going in that direction which we are. So most of the companies are just going worldwide without thinking about the human interaction and what feedback pet owners actually want to give.
Now just the consideration. I think you could and you should be more ambitious than only going for 250K. You need to. You have some traction. Okay, not scale globally straight away, of course, step by step, but maybe compromise. So for example, look at the Balkans Peninsula as the next step. So don't go for 250, go for $1 million, for example.
I'm coming from Bulgaria, and the market size of the tickets is definitely not €1 million. So maybe it's from the perspective of a Balkan entrepreneur. But I understand your feedback.
Maybe like, step 1, Balkans. Step 2, Europe, for example. But you could, you need to be more ambitious.
Thank you.
I just had a look at the application on the App Store. You don't have any reviews or ratings on the app, which I would strongly recommend you try and build up some reviews even. I think that's very helpful with the application.
It's 1 month old.
Okay.
The website is
okay. The question I had for you is, how many registered users do you have that are repeat users of the application or the platform? Is you get a lot of attrition and leakage, or do you get repeat customers, and what is the ratio?
Great question. These are actually super crucial questions, because I had them in the pitch, but maybe because of nerves I wasn't able to provide that.
And maybe I missed them as well because I was distracted.
Mm-hmm. Well, currently we have 2,500 pet owners registered in the platform. From them, we have more than 600 bookings. And the people who already made bookings are repeating. 80% of them are repeating in the next 2 months, which means that they see the value in what we are doing. They don't go outside of the platform, because sitters provide insurance as well, which is up to €15,000 for medical coverage and property insurance. And last but not least, the app is super useful and easy to use, which means that people see value in what we're doing. Thank you.